Welcome, race fans. Tonight, IWCR takes two Las Vegas here for their Gen 6 series. This is race number 2. They've been off for the holidays and ready to get things wound up again. And I think the excitement is rolling. A lot of new paint jobs out here. A lot of guys ready to showcase their new paint jobs. We see quite a few of them. Hopefully you guys are ready for the duration. Thanks for tuning in here tonight at MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it. And they're about coming down to 7 minutes here left in practice. We'll be heading to qualifying. So again, enjoy. Well, just a few seconds away here, and we will be ready to start qualifying. They do have a 10-minute window for qualifying. We may see some late entries into that. I'm not sure if everybody has showed up for tonight. Just a reminder, though, no quick fixes here tonight. Wreck them, you sit on pit road and get them fixed up. Yes, and I'd like to wish everybody a happy new year. Wind down here for practice and get ready for qualifying. Step away here for just a quick minute and play our national anthem and be right back.
Guys.
And now, the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, we are back and times are coming in. Jeffrey Porter grabbing the pole away from Nathan Sadlik so far. You know, they are teammates there. Roger Wagner will be fourth, one of the teammates. Randall Drake sixth. The teammates are showing some definite power out here tonight. All RPM, it looks like, up there in the front so far. All right, folks, should be just a few minutes away here from gridding up. Just a few seconds, I should say. I think they're about done with qualifying. It looks like everybody that has qualified has. We've got a couple that did not qualify. Thomas Brandner, Roger C. Gennaro, and Evan Schroeder did not qualify. And it's going to be a pretty tough field out here. 25 drivers going to be starting here tonight, so it's going to be pretty amazing. Pretty good sized field here for Las Vegas. They have 10 minutes of qualifying, but it should be starting right directly here. Actually, tell you here, second, how much time they have left. No, I can't. I think they're coming up right here, pretty close though. Actually, I think everybody's done qualifying. Randall's given them last minute rundown of the rules, making sure everybody is aware of they must enter on the backstretch and pit road rules and things like that, going over everything, making sure everybody's up to snuff on it. There's a couple of new guys in here. I did see a Jordan Churchill. So we'll have to, these guys got to kind of learn to race around each other. Good to see Ross Cato back in the league here. He'll be starting in 9th. In fact, I can get Sean Medling, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Oh, Sean, what's the plan here tonight? Do you have a good setup?
No, not really. I haven't had a chance to work on setup too much this week. So right now I'm just going to ride around where I'm at for right now and see how things shape out and do a couple tweaks here and there and see what happens later on.
Roger that. Well, going to be some pretty tough competition out here, but we're going to wish you good luck, Sean, and as you grid up, good luck for the rest of the race, and hopefully we'll see you up there in the top 5 or so.
I hope so too. Thank you, sir.
All right, good luck. All right, folks, let's get down here as they get done. We'll run down through the qualifying order. Jeffrey Porter with the pole with a 29.150. Congratulations to him for grabbing that pole away from Nathan Sedlick, his teammate. Nathan Sedlick starting 2nd. Stephen Pearson, 3rd place. Andrew Ward, 4th. Dalton England starting 5th. Roger Wagner, 6th. Kevin Spaulding, 7th. Jordan Churchill starting 8th. Ross Cato in 9th. Randall Drake, 10th. John Batista, 11th. Thomas Keene, 12th. Charles Grant Jr. starting 13th. Eric Lambert, 14th. Josh Witherspoon in 15th. Zach Miller starting 16th. Sean Medling, 17th. Jeff Figlin in 18th. Daniel Smallwood way back in 19th position. Nick Hunt rounding out the top 20. Michael Leiby starting 21st. Thomas Brandner, 22nd. Tony DeGennaro, 23rd. Evan Schroeder, 25th. Roger Sievert, 26th. We're just waiting on them to get the command to get going here and be off racing. There they go, finally. It's pretty cool to see Jeff Porter on the pole tonight. That's pretty awesome. Must be a great setup. You know, Jeff's a good driver, and if you put a good setup under him, I'll tell you what, he will drive the wheels off of it. Look for a good race out of him. But the outside there, also Nathan Sudlick, another great driver. Be watching those two battle it up, and they're both teammates. Nothing, Austin. I just want Saturday nights off. All right, coming to the line here. Pace car ready to dive to pit road. There it goes. Jeff Porter waiting on the green, and green, green, green. Here we go. All right, as my scoring gets all caught up here, have to give me a minute. Nathan Sedlick already back 0.4 of a second off of our leader, Steven Pearson, hanging on to third. And on the inside, Dalton England, as somebody went way up the hill there. Anthony Ward, way up the hill, and he is going to get passed up, goes back to 11th place. And Dalton England to the inside of Steven Pearson for third. Dalton not wasting any time to get up there. Ross Cato coming into sixth, riding right behind Roger Wagner. Roger with a brand new paint job on that. Looks pretty awesome. Sharp looking colors. Thomas Keene in eighth, right behind John Batista. Jordan Churchill, the newcomer, here in ninth. Way up the hill he goes, and a couple of them get by. Thomas Keene and Charles Grant Jr. drive on by. Top 10 for these guys so far, as Jeff Porter continues to pull away from second place. Dalton England now has a 1.1 second lead over second place. Pearson trying to hang on here in fourth. He's got Roger Wagner all over the back of him. Roger gets a little loose. Good save though, but he's going to drop a couple of positions. Wow, what a save for Roger Wagner. He is still dropping. He's going back. He's got to get them tires cooled off. He made them very unhappy there with a near slide spin. Gordon Churchill gets around Ross Cato. Cato back to 10th. Zach Miller now getting by. He's battling with Ross right now, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make that stick going into turn 3. Roger lets him go, and yes, Ross Cato goes back to 11th. Right behind Zach Miller. Zach turning up the heat here. Early runnings. Right behind him, Josh Witherspoon. And he took a peek out there, and we have a caution. That was Tony DeGennaro. Go see what happened to Tony. Looks like we got a couple of them. Jeff Figlin's got a little damage on his car as well. See what happened to Tony DeGennaro. That was a close call right there. Figlin to the bottom, and Figlin goes way up the hill and into Tony DeGennaro. Tony was loose anyhow. Wow, that was pretty intense. Sure, Figlin, go back here. Let me check this out from a different view. I always like the far chase view. I don't know. Okay, Tony's starting to break loose right there anyhow, but Figlin comes way up the hill, gets into Tony DeGennaro. It actually helped Figlin make the turn, but not good for Tony DeGennaro. So, all right, well, back up live here. It looks like Tony may have taken it behind the wall, but they're all coming down pit road. Pinup girl. Where'd you see the pinup girl? All right, the drag race off the pit road resulted in Jeff Porter hanging on to the lead. He will hang on to the lead. Dalton England comes off second. Nathan Sedlick third. Thomas Keene fourth. Stephen Pearson fifth. John Batista sixth. Roger Wagner seventh. Jordan Churchill 8th, Zachary Miller 9th, and Ross Cato out 10th. I didn't see any pinup girl. I might have to look these cars over a little closer. Get down here a little closer. Let's go down through these and see if we can find a pinup girl. Because I surely didn't see one. Daniel Smallwood running a paint scheme here on the hood of his car as Alvin Pekka actually is Cody or Calvin Troy's grandfather that passed away here just the other day, I guess. So our thoughts and prayers are with you, Cody. And these guys sporting a paint scheme with that on the hood, that's pretty admirable and a lot of respect there. Josh Witherspoon. Trying to find this pinup girl because I have not found her yet. Nope, no pinup girl. All right, about 11 laps going to be in the books here as they cross the line. Jeff Porter's led all of the laps so far. Got a long ways to go, though. 115 more laps to go. Like Tony DeGennaro has taken his car behind the wall. Eric Lambert's car. Oh, okay, on the bomb. Okay. Alright, well, I didn't see that. My bad. Sorry about that. There's your pinup girls. Even one on the hood. Look at that. Sky Lounge. All right, lights are out, doubled up here, and we're ready to go back green. Jeff Porter will be in command of this start. And he seemed to be jumping it and taking right off, so that's good. Got to get that jump on Dalton England right now. Dalton's, he wants that lead for sure. Ace car's in, and there goes Jeff Porter. Great start. Catches Dalton England off guard. Nathan Sedlick looking to the inside of Dalton England. And they almost touch. And boy, did Nathan have to back out of it, and that allowed Thomas Keene to get by. And here comes John Batista. Look at the gaggle of cars we got behind him. Stephen Pearson. Roger Wagner back here. Daniel Smallwood. That's quite the pack of cars right in there. Let's ride along here with Charles Grant Jr. for a minute. And we have another caution. Stephen Pearson. No, Eric Lambert. Oh. I thought that was Stephen Pearson. Looked like his car. My bad. Going into the turn here. Let's see what happens to Eric Lambert. We were just talking about the pinup car. Whoa. There's where it would happen. Right ahead of him. Got into the, looks like Brandner. Thomas Brandner gets into the back of the number 79 of Josh Witherspoon. Must have been a little bit of like he got in, maybe he had a heck of a run there or something. Let's see if I can catch this from a different angle. Right here, Thomas Brander comes right up on the back of... Oh, there was some net coating there. Brander never touched him. Oh, it was between him and the 89 of Andrew Ward. Heck, they were a couple of feet apart. Caught the back end of Josh Witherspoon's car, and he went around. I'm not sure if these guys knew that they were probably thinking that Thomas Brander got into the back of him, but he didn't. So there you have it, folks. Sitting on pit road now. Well, let me see if I can find Josh Witherspoon here and maybe talk to Josh for a quick minute.
Buddy.
Josh Witherspoon, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it looks to me like a lot of net coating in between you and the number 89, I think it was. Anthony Ward was on your outside. Heck, you guys were a couple of feet apart there, but are you going to be able to get the car fixed up and get back out there?
She's totaled.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was, that part didn't hurt me too bad. I was able to get it back down. It's just whenever the wreck was over, some car just come in barreling through.
I must have missed that part, but...
yeah, it was after the wreck was over.
Well,
a 3M car.
How was your car feeling out there, Josh? Because, I was trying to get the input on everybody, how their car was running tonight.
I was pretty stoked about it, actually. It felt really good, and thought I was going to have a pretty decent finish there.
Well, you were looking pretty good. You had a good run there, and but what? At first glance, it looked like Thomas Brander got into the back of you. But when I went back and looked at it in replay, he wasn't even. Heck, he was like 4 feet off your bumper. So, but yeah, just some major net coating between you two, and it's just totaled your car out for the night. That's very upsetting. Well, hopefully we'll see you back here next week.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get her fixed up and limp around the track there for a while.
All right, well, good luck out there, and yeah, do what you can. Pick up as many points as you can.
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Josh.
You're welcome. Thank you, Tony.
All right, well, a couple of more of them out of the race. Looks like Michael Leiby and Roger Sievert out. And we've got 4 of them sitting on pit road. Sean Medling, he may be out. Josh Witherspoon, Eric Lambert, and Anthony Ward all sitting on pit road getting damage fixed. But the top 18 still on the lead lap. Oh, Eric. What a bummer. Well, we should get the 1 to go right here. Lots of race to go here, folks. That was caution number 2. We've had no lead changes yet tonight. All right, going to be restarting on lap number 19. As Jeff Porter gets ready to go. Dalton England on the outside. Thomas Keane third. And John Batista in fourth. It'll be an interesting start because all 4 of them are very good drivers and they're going to be right on it. So see who can lead the next lap here. Is they're ready to go. Pace car heads for pit road. And Jeff Porter does hit the loud pedal. Green, green, green. Thomas Keane immediately goes right into third place, right ahead of John Batista. Back in the field here, Thomas Brander, coming from the back of the field, did not qualify tonight, already up to 9th. Just barely missing getting into that wreck. Charles Grant Jr. 10th. And then we've got a side-by-side battle mounting back here. Ross Cato drives around the outside of Jordan Churchill. Evan Spaulding in 13th. Another brand new paint job for Kevin tonight, driving the Whammo car. Everybody's had Whammo equipment. We got a couple of spinners back here. Oh no, Randall Drake and Figlin, but no caution. Let's see what happened between these two while they're still under green. Randall Drake looks like he goes to the bottom here. Figlin gets loose coming off the turn, comes right across the nose of Randall Drake, and that puts both of them to the inside wall. No caution, though. Boy, I'll tell you what, Figlin took a heck of a hit right there. And Randall pretty much sideswiped the wall, so they're back underway here, though. But the leader's coming up on them really quick. Figlin takes it to pit road. Jeff Porter with about a half a second lead over Dalton England and company back here. Thomas Keane trying to hold off Stephen Pearson. Pearson gets around John Batista. Now they come close. This is really good racing right here. Back in the field, Batista trying to get a run on Pearson. Not going to happen. And Batista's going to lose that spot to Roger Wagner if he's not careful. Roger gets a great run on that outside. He can actually use the track. That is the line of Batista. Goes back to 6th place. Now Pearson looking to go around the outside of Thomas Keane. for third. Roger Wagner following right along behind him. And they're going to complete that pass on Thomas Keene. Keene goes back to fifth, and here comes Thomas Brandner around the outside. Well, they are making that outside work. And Brandner to the inside of Roger Wagner, his teammate. It looks like he's going to take that position away from Roger. And now Thomas Keene takes a look on the inside of Roger, but he's not going to be able to do it. He's just going to hang on to the draft for right now. Pearson closes up on Dalton England. Good racing up here. Man, this is intense. Back in the field, Jordan Churchill. Trying to hold off Daniel Smallwood in 11th or 13th, excuse me, Kevin Spaulding 14th. And then it's a little ways back to Nick Hunt. Nick running in 15th. Randall Drake did go a lap down. He is 17th. Leader already passed him. Now Dalton England's trying to get by him. Good racing right in here. Batista getting by Randall Drake now. So does Steven Pearson. After Batista got around Pearson, he seemed to pull away a little bit. Getting a little bit on the tires now, a little bit of wear on the tires. And they're probably actually getting a lot more grip out of them right now. They're in that window where they're getting decent grip. Nathan Sedlick back in 8th. As he comes bearing down on Steven Pearson. Mr. B there at the end. Forgot to ask Steven tonight how many beer races was. Brandner to second. And he is starting to close that gap on Jeff Porter. And Roger Wagner goes around Thomas Brandner for second place. He drove it in there like crazy. Ooh, we got one into the wall. Looked like Dalton England tapping the wall. When that checked up this crew back here, Pearson gets around Keene again. Keene giving him a little shove down the backstretch. Right to the inside of Dalton England now, Steven Pearson. Not able to use the whole track like he'd like to, but he's not going to give up. Dalton England goes way up the hill to let these guys go by on the inside. Pearson does take over that position. That would be for 4th. Dalton England just taking it up right up on that high side, middle to high lane. And that is the actual racing groove, so. Nathan Sedlick in the Miracle Whip car. Trying to get up there. He is running in 7th right now. Good run for Zach Miller as he takes over 9th, and Daniel Smallwood moves into 10th. Back up front, let's give the leader a little bit of camera time here. He don't get a whole lot. Racing is behind him. So we'll give him a little bit of camera time. He's out there 1 second ahead of Roger Wagner now in second place. Pearson pulling away from Nathan Sedlick. Clearly a good fourth place finish car here. Now we're probably going to be coming up on pit stops here not too awful long. Sedlick in fifth, and Thomas Keane back to sixth, and Dalton England with a great restart, but drifted back quite a ways, now back in seventh. Daniel Smallwood getting around. Zachary Miller goes into 8th place. Picking them off one at a time for Daniel Smallwood. Back in the field, we got Charles Grant Jr. in 14th. Right behind Kevin Spaulding. Nick Hunt back here in 15th. Evan Schroeder 16th. And Randall Drake, last one out there on the track right now. And is a lap down in 17th place. And we have a change for the lead here. Roger Wagner comes up on Jeff Porter, and he drives right on by, and here comes Thomas Brandner right along with him and goes into second. So Jeff Porter goes from the lead to third in one lap, folks. And Roger Wagner leads his very first lap of the race. Brandner is yet to lead a lap, running in second. Brandner started 22nd today, running in second place. Steven Pearson, way back here, 1.7 seconds, has put some serious distance on Nathan Sedlick in fifth. Dean just riding along here, sixth place at the moment. Trying to get a feel for the car, see how the car reacts on the long run. Said he had worked on a setup. Wasn't sure how it was going to react though. Daniel Smallwood now goes into seventh place, so he's moving forward, but he's 4.5 seconds behind the leader, Roger Wagner. Zach Miller having a good run here today, 8th place. Ross Cato back into the top 10 here, and John Batista will be 10th place. Oh! Batista taking it off of the track and saves it. Whoa, what a save by John Batista. We got to go back and look at that again. What a save, folks. He just gets a little bit too hard into the wall right here, immediately kicks him to the inside. And it looks like his day would be over, heading for the wall. And he steers out of it. Holy smokes, look at that. What a job by John Batista. What a save. That's got to be the save of the race right there, I'm telling you. He's back underway, though. Roger Wagner still in the lead. For right now, he's holding off Thomas Brandner. Dalton England back one lap down, did pit. He's got fresh tires now, and he's driving around a lot of lap cars trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way, but an early pit stop for Dalton England puts him back in 17th place, a lap down. Jeffrey Porter still hanging on to third place after leading the first 37 laps of the race, and he's coming to pit road. Looks like Thomas Brandner also on pit road. Watching Porter come to his pit stall here was our pole sitter. Led 37 laps. Going to take 4 tires as Roger Wagner continues to lead. 4 tires and a full tank of fuel. Brandner beats him off pit road just by about a second. But back out front, Roger Wagner now with a 2.1 second lead over Steven Pearson. And we're waiting for him to come to pit road. I wouldn't think he'd want to stay out too awful long, knowing these guys have got fresh tires. They will just definitely close that gap up. But if the car feels good, I guess you don't want to pit, huh? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Pearson back 2 seconds now, closing that gap up on Roger Wagner as we're waiting to see when Roger's going to come to pit road. Not this time. Nathan Sedlick 3 seconds back in third. Thomas Keene in fourth. Daniel Smallwood up to the 5th place. And there you see Thomas Brandner just drive right around the outside of Daniel Smallwood with them new tires. Still no motion to come down pit road. Roger Wagner stays out there yet again. We are creeping up on the halfway mark here, folks. Thanks again for watching tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Lots of racing to come. Still got 75 laps to go, so lots of racing. Now Nathan Sedlick goes into second as Steven Pearson comes to... Oh, what happened to Steven? I'm not really sure what happened to him here. Let me see if I can catch what happened. Trying to find it. Oh, he just like right turned into the wall. I bet you he reached for his beer. He reached for his beer. That's what it was. Oh man, Steven kept it off of the wall for the most part, but he is going to get some damage. But he's on pit road now. Roger Wagner continuing to lead. So Mr. Be there at the end may not be there at the end. He's off pit road now, though. That put Steven back in 16th place. And we got more guys on pit road. Nathan Sedlick, Evan Spaulding, and Jordan Churchill. Spaulding still sitting there. And Roger's still out front, hanging on really good. That puts Evan Schroeder in second place, and now he is 12.2 seconds behind Roger Wagner. And already Thomas Brandner is back out here third place. And knowing that Roger Wagner and Evan Schroeder both have to pit. Roger finally breaking off and coming to pit road. He'll make a 4-tire stop. That will put Evan Schroeder in the lead, but he has not technically led a lap yet. He'll have to go around one more time. Roger Wagner is down and away. Farm Rich the Farm Rich Ford, let me rephrase, out here, and he does technically lead a lap this time, so he'll get a bonus point. So good job for Evan Schroeder. He's on older tires, and that means Thomas Brandner is reeling him in. Thomas goes back into second, and we know Evan's got to come to pit road here soon. Dalton England in third. Jeff Porter fourth. Jack Daniels. I live not too far from Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. 30 miles from me, probably. Good time to go down there and check that out. Pretty awesome little town. Back up front, Evan Schroeder continuing to stay out. Got a lot of lap down cars. Nick Hunt, Charles Grant, John Batista, Jordan Churchill, Stephen Pearson, Kevin Spaulding, Thomas Keene, and Randall Drake, all lap down cars. Randall Drake does drive by though and get one of his laps back, and here comes Evan Schroeder to pit road. That's going to give the lead back up to Thomas Brandner. Jeff Porter will be second, but he is 5.9 seconds behind Thomas Brandner now. Dalton England will be third, but Dalton pitted early, so he'll have to come in before everybody else. But he may have it mapped out to make it one more pit stop, where most of these guys are going to have to make it probably on two more. Evan Schroeder comes off pit road. He'll be back in 12th, following the rules here and coming around to enter on the backstretch. That is the rule. He'll be 13th, right behind Stephen Pearson. Nice green long green flag run here, I should say. We've been green for quite some time. Yeah, the cars are sharp looking, I can tell you that. I really like Thomas Brander's with the Superman on it. That's pretty awesome. Did a good job on it. It's the DuPont Superman Automotive Finishes. I guess I said that wrong. The Superman DuPont Automotive Finishes. Oh, tap of the wall right there for Brander. He is running flat out right now, and he is pulling away from second place. Jeff Porter. Third place, Dalton England. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's run around the field here while they're under green. This will probably bring out a caution. Thomas Brander started 22nd. Already led 5 laps, running in the lead. Jeff Porter started on the pole tonight, has led the first 37 laps of the race, running in second. Dalton England started 5th today, running in 3rd. Nathan Sedlick started 2nd, running in 4th. Close right behind him, Roger Wagner led 17 laps, stayed out when a lot of guys had come to pit road. And running in 5th place, Daniel Smallwood started 19th today, running in 6th. Ross Cato started 9th, running in 7th. Zachary Miller started 16th today, running in 8th. Nick Hunt back on the lead lap, started 20th, running in 9th. The Underdog Chevrolet. Charles Grant Jr. rounding out the top 10 here, started 13th, running in 10th. Last one on the lead lap, I might add, Jordan Churchill, first one a lap down. Started 8th today, running in 11th. Evan Schroeder started 25th, led 3 laps. Oh, had somebody get together there. And running in 12th, Kevin Spaulding, one that just got on the wall there in the Whammo machine. Started 7th, running in 13th. Thomas Keene started 12th, running in 14th. Stephen Pearson started 3rd, running in 15th. Randall Drake started 10th, running in 16th. And the last one out on the track, John Batista, started 11th, running in 17th. That's the last ones on the track, folks. We're still waiting to see if Josh Witherspoon's going to be able to get his car back out on the track. Said it was going to be a long wait, sitting there getting it fixed up, but he may be able to get back out there, and he could possibly pick up 3 more positions. The longer he waits, the less of a chance he's going to have to pass those guys. He needs to pass Jeff Figlin, Andrew Ward, and Eric Lambert. Those guys are all out of the race. So Josh, if you're listening, get that car fixed up. Get back out there, buddy. Boy, Brander is just dominating out here right now. Pulled away from Jeff Porter, now 8 seconds ahead of Jeff. And Jeff was the dominant car at the beginning of the race. I'm just kind of wondering, that clean air is really making that much of a difference on that car. Oh, Porter loose coming off of 4 that time. That puts Roger Wagner in 3rd. All right, well, we're waiting for you to get back out there, Josh. Same goes for Sean Medling. Not sure how much damage he's got, but he could also pick up 3 more positions if he can get back out there. Now Roger drives around the outside of Jeff Porter and goes into second, 8.5 seconds behind the leader. I'll tell you what, guys, he is closing that gap. He is actually reeling in Thomas Brander right now. And I don't know what Roger's got. He's got a few extra horsepower or what under that hood, but Wow, he's really doing a good job. He's down to 8 seconds now, so he's chopped a half a second off of that lead. He's coming. Evan Spalding back in 13th. Whammo car doing a great job right ahead of him. Thomas Keene trying to hold off. It looks like Nathan Sedlick actually is on the lead lap. Thomas Keene is a lap down. Coming up on 3/5 of the way here in a couple more laps. Taking lap 75, it will be about 3/5 of the way. Now Nathan looks like he is going to try to get by the lap car there of Thomas Keene. And I think Thomas is going to finally just pull over and let him go. No sense in battling it up with him. Daniel Smallwood, way back here, 5th place. Top 5 for Daniel today. And folks, remember I was telling you just a few laps ago, Roger Wagner was 8 seconds behind Brander. Chopped it down to 6. Now less, 5.6. He's really coming. You know, I don't know. I haven't seen Joe. I know you're racing the 500, but, I should say the Daytona race, the first race of the season, but I don't know, unless he's away on vacation or whatever. Brander, he's got to be starting to think about, man, what the heck's he doing wrong here, because Roger's closing that gap down, and they're teammates. I'm sure they're running similar, pretty much the same setup with their own tweakings to their likings. But, and I don't know, whatever Roger's doing different, it's working. Now down to 4.6 seconds. Roger on a roll, man. He said he was going to join me in the booth tonight if he wrecked out, but Cool. I don't know. He's doing such a great job out here. I don't look for him to be in the booth with me tonight. I look for maybe a possible win out of Roger tonight. That would be great. Sedlick in third. He got around Jeff Porter. Porter stays up to the high side and lets all these lap cars go by on the inside. But he did get a good run off of turn 2 right there. Down the backstretch, he is going to win that drag race. Zach Miller back here in 7th place. Good run for Zach today. He's trying to chase down Ross Cato. Ross right ahead of him. We the People car. American flag on it. Sharp looking car. All for America. Is that how they say it? Not America, it's America. Charles Grant Jr. in 8th. Folks, Roger Wagner now is 2 seconds behind our leader, Thomas Brander. Now he's down to 1.6. Brander's got to be looking in his rearview mirror or something here, paying attention. Roger closes it down to 1.5. Stay green here and take lap 81. Not many laps to go here, folks. About 44 laps. I think it's Thomas is having trouble here in entry. He's trying to drive it in just a little too hard or something. I see a lot of tire smoke when he's doing that. Well, I would say he's probably burnt his tires up now. Roger's 3/4 of a second. Down to 3/10. Roger is coming. Brandner, I think, has burnt his tires up. Roger looks to the inside of Thomas Brandner for the lead down the front stretch. And I believe Roger got him at the line. Roger back in the lead. Chased him down for over 8 seconds back, folks. Oh no! You are kidding me. Brandner hits the wall. What happened there? I gotta go back and check this out, folks. No caution, but what the heck happened to Thomas Brandner? I didn't even think there was anybody around him to do that. Nope, he lost it. Lost it on his own. I mean, it was close, but he was losing it going into the turn right here. Let's get down to the chase view a little closer even. He was losing it right here, and along comes car, but they did not touch. It did not touch. So if anything, it could have been net coating right there, but he was already out of shape. Well, Thomas comes to pit road. Looks like his day may be over for this, but not really sure. Roger Wagner continues to lead with a 7.7 second lead. He will have to come to pit road one more time, but he's got a 7.7 second lead over his teammate, Nathan Sedlick. Also teammate Jeff Porter in 3rd place. Daniel Smallwood bearing down on Jeff Porter, 4th place. That puts Ross Cato in 5th. That's really unfortunate for Thomas Brandner. He is still sitting on pit road. Not going to be a good finish for Brandner today. Zach Miller, 6th place. Charles Grant Jr. in 7th. Evan Schroeder, I talked to Evan. Excuse me, where that came from. Talked to Evan there before the race, and he said his car, wasn't all the best, but he said he was going to try to make do with what he had and try to tweak on it all night. Well, he's got himself in the top 10 here. Dalton England, last one on the lead lap in 9th place. There on back, everybody is 1 lap down or more. Kevin Spaulding first one a lap down in the Whammo car. Thomas Keene in 11th. Stephen Pearson, which wrecked there earlier on his own, back in 12th place. I don't know if he reached for a beer and hit the wall or what happened. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to him later and find out what happened. But in the meantime, up front, Roger Wagner leading by 8.4 seconds over his teammate Nathan Sedlick. Going to have 35 laps to go when he crosses the line, folks. So 35 to go. And we are going to be looking for one more pit stop out of these guys. Daniel Smallwood goes into third. Got somebody, Roger Wagner, coming to pit road. This will be his final pit stop of the day here, folks. That gave the lead up to Nathan Sedlick, and Nathan actually did lead that lap and collects a bonus point. Roger comes into his pit stall. It'll be a 4-tire change, top off the tank of fuel, probably put in whatever he needs. I'm sure probably a full tank. And he's away. Roger Wagner is away from his last pit stop of the night. Nathan Sedlick now coming to pit road. Daniel Smallwood and Zach Miller, Ross Cato, all these guys coming to pit road. That's going to change things up a lot. That put Dalton England in the lead. All right, Nathan Sedlick is away. We've got a few guys up front here. Dalton England will be our leader and actually will lead this lap, and he will collect his first bonus point of the day by leading a lap. Evan Schroeder will be second. Oh, somebody into the wall there. I think that was Evan Schroeder that got into the wall. We're still waiting to see. It looks like maybe, yes, Evan is coming to pit road. Dalton England also on pit road. That's going to give the lead back up to Roger Wagner, and he will have approximately about a 7 or 8 second lead over second place. I take that back. 6.7 over Jeff Porter. These guys have made their final pit stops of the day. Nathan Sedlick will be third. He's made his final pit stop. Thomas Keene, I'm not sure. I think he's got to come to pit road one more time. Yeah, he should have to come to pit road one more time here, and he'll probably be coming down here before too much longer. Daniel Smallwood will be fifth. I believe he has made his final pit stop. But looks like it's been Roger Wagner that has mastered the pit stops today, the fuel mileage, and having such great runs. Even on the long run, his car is really running well. So, I mean, I was kind of worried about him there for a while. Well, we got two guys that are back out on the track. Josh Witherspoon, which he has picked up a couple of positions by getting back in the race. And also Sean Medling. These two are racing a couple of laps apart. But they're having a good run here now, trying to get back up here and get some points. They can pick up one more position because Thomas Brandner's out, which is scored in 17th place right now, and Josh Witherspoon is 18th. There is enough laps left, though, that he can pick up that one more position. Jeff Porter now 6.4 seconds back of Roger Wagner. Nathan Sedlick 9 seconds behind Roger. All RPM guys here 1, 2, 3. Daniel Smallwood will be 4th. And we have a caution, folks. Wow, caution we ain't seen in a while. Thomas King goes around. And nobody gets into him. It just gets loose coming off of turn 4 and owes the grass on the front stretch. He gets it back going again here now. Let's see. Roger Wagner going to bring him to pit road? What's he going to do? I think it would be very wise right now. You don't want to be stuck out there. If he stays out and everybody else behind him pits, they're just going to eat him for lunch. So I would say definitely that would be the way to go. You want to come to pit road. Now there's going to be some guys that were just on pit road. They might take a chance and stay out, maybe just for track position. But I think it would be very smart. Yes, Roger is coming to pit road. Like his teammate, all the RPM guys coming to pit road. Good call. Looks like everybody is. Everybody's coming to pit road. Let's watch and see a 4-tire or 2-tire. I'm sure they're going to want to do a 4-tire. 2 tires, I'm understanding, isn't that good of a call for these guys to try to do a 2-tire change. So 4 tires in order. And may not even take any fuel. You never know, you know. Roger will get out first. Like they're going to come out just about the way they went in. Nick Hunt, though, stays out. And he still has not led a lap yet, but he will be our leader here in the underdog car. He may take that gamble and say, you know, I just got done pitting. You never know what these guys have got planned up. Well, we haven't talked to anybody yet tonight. Let me see if I can get a word in with, how about Roger Wagner? Roger Wagner, you got a copy?
I got you, buddy. What's happening?
Well, I'm telling you what, that car, yours is on a rail tonight. Tell me what's going on with it.
Well, if you actually got any cockpit cameras, you can see I'm having to wheel this thing like crazy as it gets later in the run. It's loose. The car's really good. All the guys were really fast. I mean, Brander was out here just stomping a mud hole in everybody, and I really don't know. I think that lap car surprised him and got him wrecked, but my car's been phenomenal all night. No changes. Just been running it just like it is.
No, actually, nobody got into him. He got loose on his own.
Yeah, I think he said it surprised him, and he tried to move back out of the way and lost the car. It had nothing to do with the lap car touching him. It just had to do with him surprising him even being there. But we've been great. I mean, we worked pretty good this week on this setup, spent a couple hours on it. Everybody that's driving it is really running well. I'm really proud of all these guys. It's been a great night. I mean, we're having a lot of fun. RPM's doing pretty well.
Well, now they're saying in chat that I may have gave you the MaxSpeedTV curse.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit. I didn't need any help. I might wreck this thing on my own. However, I don't believe in that crap. I'm just going to go out here and try to get a good finish.
Well, good luck. Good luck, Roger. I'd really like to see you in victory lane.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
Well, I hope I didn't give him the curse. Doggone it. All right, well, we're getting ready here. I think we're going to get the one to go right here. We're going to have a couple of guys that are not going to be able to pit, Evan Schroeder, John Batista, but that will put them back on the tail end of the lead lap, and they shouldn't have a problem making it the rest of the way because I know they were on pit road not long ago, but that'll put Steven Pearson, the first car, a lap down, 14th place, and if a caution would come out right away, then he would be back on the lead lap. But lots of racing to go yet here, folks. You don't want to leave now. This is when it gets interesting. It's when it gets good. Because we're going to be down to about 22 to go when they get the green. So 22 laps is going to be fun. Lights are out. They're doubling up here, folks. This is going to get good. Roger, let's see if Roger can hold off. He's got some teammates working with him there. Ross Cato being 4th. Daniel Smallwood 5th. Zach Miller 6th. A lot of guys got a reprieve here, tighten the field back up. Not really what Roger wanted to see because he had such a huge lead. But we'll see how he handles this. Ace car's in. And Roger hits the loud pedal. Sedlick got a good start on the inside right there of his teammate, Jeff Porter. Ross Cato looks to the bottom here if he can hold that. Everybody's on these new tires. Roger already pulls away by 0.3 of a second over Nathan Sedlick. Smallwood into 4th as he gets around Ross Cato. Zachary Miller looking next. Holds it down to the bottom. And here comes Dalton England, folks. Dalton was really good at the beginning of the race, and it seems like he's not that good on the long run. He seems like he's really great on the short run. But they've got 20 laps to go right now. Can he hold it for 20 laps? And possibly pull out a win here tonight. I see a lot of tire smoke up there. I'm not sure what's going on, but I know we've got a couple here. Nathan Sedlick, Jeffrey Porter, teammates battling it up, and Daniel Smallwood looking to the inside of Jeff Porter. That would be for 3rd. Not able to do it, though. Jeff Porter got a great run off of that high side. Jeff Porter knows what he's got to do right now to stay ahead of Daniel Smallwood. 18 more circuits around here, folks, and Roger Wagner with a 0.4 of a second lead over closing Nathan Sedlick. Well, he was closing, but it looked like he slipped a little bit right there, and Jeff Porter looks to the inside. And like I said, those two are teammates, folks. Just remember that. You know they're going to race each other clean, but they're going to race each other hard. And Sedlick hangs on to 2nd place. 0.3 of a second between him and the leader. Cato back here in 8th place. Charles Grant Jr., 9th. Nick Hunt rounding out the top 10. Oh! Charles Grant out of shape out of 4. And he's going to lose a bunch of positions right there. He will go back to 11th real quick as he needs to regroup. Evan Schroeder, 12th. And John Batista coming to pit road, and he is in 13th, but coming to pit road, that's not good. Roger Wagner coming around to lead him with a half a second lead over second place Jeffrey Porter as Jeff gets around his teammate Nathan Sudlick. Everybody pretty much single file back here. Zach Miller looking to see what he's got to do to get up here with Daniel Smallwood. He does close that gap up really quick, though, coming off of turn 4. And they're trying to get around Nathan Sudlick. Sudlick is trying to hold them off. But they are right there. Smallwood takes a look to the inside. He got enough to get by Sedlick. Wants that third place, and he can taste it badly. Drag race down the front stretch. And Sedlick will beat Smallwood at the line, but I don't think this race is over yet because Smallwood's still on that inside trying to see what he's got to do. And he's not going to be able to complete that pass. Is he setting him up? Is he just trying to feel it out and see what he's got to do to get by Sedlick? Where he's faster, where he's not, he could be. But in the meantime, he's up there. He's mounting them challenges. It's the thing he's got to think about in the back of his mind. Every time he does that, he's taking more and more tire wear off of it, and it's won't be good if he's got anything to try to save up for the end of the race. Get them tires cooled off and mount that challenge again. Zachary Miller in 5th. Dalton England 6th. Everybody's getting pretty much spread out now. This just seems to be the race right in here between Nathan Sedlick, Daniel Smallwood, Zachary Miller, and Dalton England. That seems to be where the race is at right now. Because Roger Wagner is still out there 0.4 of a second over teammate Jeffrey Porter. Those guys racing for RPM tonight. I got to tell you, my buddy Roger sent me an RPM t-shirt that is amazing. I love this t-shirt. I got to thank him for that. That's really awesome. And we have 9 laps to go, folks. Jeff Porter trying to figure out what he's got to do to get up there. Roger's just been extremely fast. He said he might be wheeling it a lot, which we'll ride along here. Let's ride along with Roger Wagner. Watch him wheel this car. He said he really has to wheel it on the long run. Well, we're about hitting that long run area right now. Doesn't look like too much wheeling to me. You can see Jeff Porter back there, 2nd place. And Nathan Sedlick is bearing down on Jeff Porter quite a little bit. RPM guys, 1, 2, 3. Nathan Sedlick in 3rd. Daniel Smallwood 4th. And Dalton England did get around Zach Miller and goes into 5th. Now Smallwood worried about what's going on here. He is trying to stay ahead of Dalton England. Dalton has been extremely strong today. He was up front, went to the back, even went a lap down, come back from that running in 5th place. That's a heck of an adventure to try to do out here, I'll tell you that. So, my congrats to Dalton England. Probably one of the biggest movers out there today. I would have said Thomas Brander, but Thomas is out of the race, so can't count him in that. He had started 22nd and was in the lead there for a while. And this is getting to be a good race right here between these guys. Dalton England, Dak Miller, Thomas Keene, and Ross Cato. 5 laps to go, folks. Roger Wagner in the lead by 0.6 of a second over Jeff Porter. Sedlick closes up on Porter, wants that second place from him. Is he going to try to get by him here with the closing laps? We have only got 4 to go. If he's going to do it, he's got to do it real quick here. Smallwoods pulls away from Dalton England. So clearly looks like a 4th place finish for Daniel Smallwood today. If he can hang on to it just for 3 more laps. And now Zachary Miller to the inside of Dalton England. That would be for a top 5. England comes back on the outside, gets a great run off of turn 2, and holds off Zachary Miller. Man, that was one heck of a job right there. Keene and Ross Cato going at it. 2 laps to go, folks. 2 more circuits. Roger Wagner with a 0.9 of a second lead over second place Jeff Porter. It just seemed like all RPM today. Roger has led 54 laps right now, and he will be coming to get the checkered flag this time by, folks. One more lap to go as the white flag flies. Low caution day. This has been extremely good. 3 cautions in this race today. That's great. But Roger Wagner has been the news. He has led 56 laps today, looking at victory here today. He's going to put it in victory lane here at Las Vegas. Congratulations to Roger Wagner as he comes off of turn 4 and takes the checkered flag for IWCR Gen 6 Series. What a race, folks. What a race. Well, we're definitely going to be talking to these guys in here just a second as Roger finds his way to victory lane. We'll give him a minute here to kind of regroup. But the top 3 coming home today, all RPM, folks. Roger Wagner, Jeff Porter, and Nathan Sedlick. All right, let me see if I can get him up here and start talking to him. Roger Wagner, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, so much for that MaxSpeedTV jinx. I didn't do it. Congratulations on your victory here today, Roger. Well deserved.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. This was a team effort. All the guys put in a lot of hard work. We tested up pretty hard for a couple hours on Wednesday night, and it all paid off tonight. We were really fast. 1, 2, 3. I'm really, really proud of my guys. This is amazing.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, I did see a good battle mounting back there for second and third between Nathan Sedlick and Jeff Porter, but it seemed to all play out very good. I know you guys are teammates and you race each other clean, so I didn't expect to see anything like out of the ordinary. I didn't see that. But you brought it home to victory lane today. That's got to be a really, really great feeling, Roger.
Yeah, I think this might be my first Gen 6 win at IWCR.
I was kind of thinking that, but I wasn't too sure. I was kind of hoping you would say that.
Yeah, I think it's my first Gen 6. I won plenty of truck races, but I'd never won in the Gen 6 car. And this was the first one. I'll tell you what, a lot of work. That car was a handful.
Yeah, well, you led the most laps today, so boy, you really racked up some points today.
Well, I took a gamble. I mean, it is Vegas after all. A little gamble on that after that second caution, and I decided to try to run just a little further than everybody else and get myself on 2 shorter pit stops so I could keep fresher tires on the car. And I didn't make any changes because the car was really neutral about halfway through a run, and it just everything kind of started working out. I was really nervous on that caution there at the end because I really didn't want to see a caution. I wanted that race to finish green. Those last 20 laps just keep on going, and we caught the caution. But inevitably, it all worked out. And I just drove the wheels off of it for the last 20.
Yeah, I didn't figure you'd want to see that last caution. I mean, you had like almost a 7-second lead, and boy, that just all went away when that caution came out. But anyhow, congratulations, Roger. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
I want to thank the entire Raw Motorsports family. Thomas Brander, man, some bad luck for him tonight. He probably was going to definitely finish in the top 2. I think he was pitting off strategy or off sequence with me. Now, that last run probably would have given him a big advantage, but feel bad for him. Jeff Porter, Nathan Sedlick, Stephen Pearson, Randall Drake, Eric Lambert, Jordan Churchill, Andrew Ward, all the guys. If I missed anybody, Mike Vining wasn't here tonight, but I think he was at practice the other night. I don't know where he's at. And Joe Roberts was hanging with some friends tonight, so he wasn't here. But all these guys work so hard, and everybody's earned the spots that they're getting in these races, these finishes. And tonight it just happened to be 1, 2, 3 for us. Huge deal. I'm really proud of all these guys. I'm super happy for the king of selfies himself, Nathan Sedlick. He got a 3rd tonight, and that's awesome.
Yes, sir. All right, well, starting 6th today, leading 56 laps, the most, and bringing it home in victory lane. Thanks, Roger. Go celebrate, my friend. Well-deserved win.
I will. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, we've caught up with Jeff Porter. Jeff, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, coming home second. Tell me about them last few laps there with you and Nathan Sedlick battling it up.
Oh, I tell you, it was a lot of fun. It was a multiple groove track, and man, the car was fast as hell, but we had to really drive it. It was really tight in and really loose through the middle if you didn't take care of it. But man, when you got a room of people or something, and the track is so bad, or the tire wear is so bad at the track that everybody's racing out of control, that's the funnest time to race people. Because, I mean, you're both on edge the whole time. You don't want to spin out. And that's the way I was with Nathan. I thought he was going to get me. I got lucky.
Well, I think the passing out there, was so hard to do. And you were out front. I know he kind of come up under you a couple times there looking like he was going to try to pass you, but if he would have pushed it too much further, he might have taken both of you out. But the Jack Daniels car comes home second tonight. The car looks amazing, by the way, Jeff. You painted that. You did a freaking fabulous job painting that. It looks great.
Yeah, I did paint it. It took me a couple days, but...
Lying jerk.
No, it was a lot of fun. Setup was out of the box, man. Awesome. So,
anybody you want to say hello to or thank?
Well, everybody at RPM and IWCR, this is a good time. That's all. It's everybody. I want to thank everybody.
Right. Too many names to mention.
Right.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff, and congrats on second place.
Thank you.
All right, third place. We're catching up to, you said the selfie king there, Roger?
Yeah.
Nathan Sedlick. Nathan, you got a copy?
Yeah, sure do, Rudy.
Well, if that's true, you need to be taking a lot of selfies right now because the Kraft Miracle Whip car did an absolutely amazing job tonight, bringing home third after starting second. You did get to lead 2 laps tonight, so you did collect some bonus points. So good night for RPM or not?
Yeah, that works for me. Usually it's pretty tough for me to even finish one of these races. Usually I end up spinning out by myself and, get on the broadcast in a bad way, but happy to get third and, lead a couple laps there. We had a 4th last week, so looking good for the start of the season, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, another paint job, but that's one you don't see too awful much out there on the truck. I see a lot of paint jobs, and lately I've been seeing some really, really original work, and that's one of them. You don't see too many Miracle Whip cars out there on the track. So great job tonight, Nathan. Congrats on third. Anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, just all the guys there at RPM, and Roger for the paints and everything he does. We got a few more that we're gonna bring out this year and stuff like that, so it should be fun. But we always like to change it up, try things different, and Roger's always working on them. It's just something he has a craft for, and we really appreciate what he does. But I'd like to thank too the guys at IWCR. That was a good race, long green flag runs, not a lot of cautions. Looks good on TV, and we come home with a third, and that works for me. So good night all around.
All right, yeah, 3 cautions today. That's amazing. For you guys were saying that the car was that loose. Didn't really feel that great. That's good to only have 3 cautions. All right, well, thanks a lot, and go celebrate, Nathan. We will see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, Rudy.
All right. All right, guys, let's run down through the results here real quick. Roger Wagner coming home the winner. He first time here. He's thinking his first win at IWCR in the Gen 6 Series. So has won in the Truck Series, but never the Gen 6. Jeff Porter coming home second. Nathan Sedlick third. Daniel Smallwood with a 4th place finish. Dalton England 5th. Zachary Miller 6th. Thomas Keene 7th. Ross Cato 8th. Jordan Churchill 9th. Nick Hunt rounding out the top 10. Charles Grant Jr. coming home 11th. Evan Schroeder 12th. Kevin Spalding 13th. Stephen Pearson 14th. Randall Drake 15th. John Batista 16th. Thomas Brandner 17th. Josh Witherspoon 18th. Sean Medling 19th. And Jeff Figlin in 20th. Eric Lambert finishing 21st. Anthony Ward 22nd. Michael Leiby 23rd. Roger Sievert 24th. And Tony DeGennaro rounding out the field in 25th position. So again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Roger Wagner. Thanks for watching tonight, folks, here at IWCR, and thanks for watching on MaxSpeedTV. If you haven't subscribed here, make sure you do subscribe, because we do like to have our subscribers. Follow us along here. We do broadcast 6 nights a week at the moment, trying to get that down to 5. We will soon. But again, congrats to Roger, and we will see you, tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. we have a race, so you can tune in tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern, right here on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, folks, have a good night. Stay safe.